Okay, today we are going to replace a Flavor X Auto. The one on the wall is no longer working properly. This is the replacement unit, and this video is going to show you how to do that easily. So, what we're going to do is shut the water off, disconnect the water and the power to this unit. We're actually going to record the flavor levels from all the bottles on this machine so that we can transfer your flavor inventory from the old machine to the new machine. Then we'll take the machine off the wall, put the new one up on the wall, connect it to water and power, and install the flavors back into the new machine. So if we go here under menu and flavor levels, this is going to tell you the percent left in each bottle. Easiest way to do this, take your cell phone, take a photo of this screen so that you can access it later and type in those percents when we go to load the flavors into the new machine. Then we're going to disconnect the water. What you want to do is turn the water supply off, the blue valve, and dispense a little bit of water just to relieve the pressure so it's easier to disconnect the water line. So dispense water, ask it for say 25 ml. Okay? You hit OK, it gives you a little bit of water and then it stops. It's going to give you the error message, and that's okay, that's what we're looking for. So now the line is depressurized, so it'll be a lot easier for us to disconnect it later. Take the lid off of the top. And the units just hang on 4 screws that are in the wall. So all you have to do is lift up towards the ceiling and the unit will pull away from the wall. At that point you have access to the water line where it connects to the back of the machine. It's a quick connect fitting, push in on the collet and pull out on the tubing at the same time. Your water line is then disconnected, and then we're going to disconnect the power to the unit as well. In this machine, there's no door, so it's easy to remove the bottles. If there is a door in your machine, we have instructions on removing the bottles through the diagnostic screen, which allows you to unlock the door if the door is closed. So take out all your flavor bottles. Now, all the flavor inventory has been removed from the old machine. We're going to get the old machine out of the way so this can be shipped back to the manufacturer. And we'll get the new machine ready to mount up onto the wall. Take the lid off that. We find it easier to connect the water and the power to the machine before you hang it on the wall. It makes it a little bit easier to make those connections. Tap there. So. What you want to do, take your water line, through, connect it to the back of the machine in the quick connect. Push it in until it bottoms out and will not go in anymore. You got to push it in firm and then give it a gentle tug, make sure that collet is secure, and return the locking clip. So the water line is connected, and now we're going to run the power. Take your barrel plug that into the power jack on the machine. We're not going to turn it on yet, we're going to hang the machine first. It's a lot easier to hang the machine without the flavors in it. It's a whole lot lighter, so we'll put the flavors in after we get the machine up on the wall. And this might take a second or two. We're going to use the same exact 4 screws that are already on the wall from the previous machine. So we just need to line up the holes with the screws. Okay, so now that, give it a little tug at the bottom, all 4 screws are in their teardrop shaped holes. The water line is connected, the power is connected, we can turn the power on, and we can turn the water supply back onto the machine. At this point, we're going to let the database load up. It'll come up to its home screen, and then we'll show you how to load in the new flavors. All right. So the easiest way is if you hit the scan button, you want to scan the QR code on your flavor inventory. Replace strawberry flavor, yes, and bear with me, I got to do all 12 of these flavor bottles. Once you enter all 12, it says change another ingredient, then you want to select no. So we're ready to replace bottles, and it gives you 2 options, a green button and an orange button. What we want is the green button that says for partially filled bottles, press here. And this is where we enter the levels from our screen or from the photo that we took of the screen before of the flavor levels. So for each one, we're going to enter it in. And so refer to your cell phone, use that. Apple, banana goes in alphabetical order. We're going to put in the percent of each bottle, bitterness, bubblegum, cherry, and again, this data is coming from the photo of the flavor level screen that you took in the beginning of the video. Okay, and now it's going to give you 3-step instruction here, and we're going to install the flavors in their slots. So you match up the flavor icon with the button there, bitterness, raspberry, strawberry, watermelon, cherry, banana, bubblegum, apple, sweet, and grape. Now, once you get all the flavor bottles inserted, it's going to give you a quick purge to get the air pushed out of the line. So take a cup, any kind of reservoir that you have, hit OK or next. It's going to pressurize. Once it's done pressurizing, you hit the green OK button, and that's when it's going to start its quick flavor purge. So, and you'll see the flavors coming out of the nozzle in the back. It's going to run this way for a few seconds. A few clicks, and then it'll come back to the home screen. Once it comes back to the home screen, this machine is now ready to use. And if you go in and check your flavor levels under the menu, all your flavor levels that you typed in should match what is in the bottles.